Welcome back into ACC PM. Taylor Tannenbaum, Trey Boston, Dalen Cuff in the mix today for the next 45 minutes as we get off at 6 o'clock tonight because the Huddle crew will take over here on the network for the Signing Day special. Of course, today is also National Signing Day, the real National Signing Day, not the early one, but putting a bow on everything that's gone on, the craziness of the fall and early signing period. So we'll get to that in just a bit, but we are going to keep talking some basketball because that was a big upset in the ACC last night. You can never take a night off. That is true because as Coach Earl Grant said during the break for Boston College, man, there's a fight on every corner. You just got to keep swinging, and you came out swung big last night, knocking off 20th ranked Clemson. Coach, how'd you guys do it?
Well, the guys just really worked hard, bought into the game plan, was very unselfish as it pertains to, working to get good shots for each other. Nobody played hero ball. But I think this our grit and our attention to detail of how we wanted to try to guard them with our game plan. Those guys just did an exceptional job.
I mean, Coach, if you're going to get into fights, I told you, you might as well win them. And you guys have won the last 3 out of 4. I mean, this is how big was this when it comes to momentum? You guys, when we talked earlier, we talked about your team getting back healthy, guys coming back, QP being a part of that as well. What is the momentum now coming off of these wins?
I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, as a program, we're just in a pursuit of trying to be a championship level program. And when you're pursuing that, you're just working hard every day. You're not overly concerned about the result of the games, but you're looking more at the behavior and the attitude and the mentality of the guys and how you practice and how you treat each other. So I hope it'll give us great momentum as we continue to play the games. But the biggest thing I would say is just a pursuit of us trying to be a championship level program.
Coach, you guys have been really good at home. You've been a tough place to play. You won your last couple there. Really, Duke game is a possession away from beating Duke at home as well. I worked up there for 3 years, lived in Boston. It is a pro sports town, but when BC's been good in football and basketball, the fan support has come out. What is the key to kind of cutting through and getting some more love to have more people there? Because you guys have played well at home, especially.
I think a lot of it is, sometimes people say, well, you got to win first and then the fans will follow. But I've experienced, some programs where in the times when we were pursuing winning and we were trying to win, the fans actually willed us over. So I think I'm starting to see a little bit of a shift here, at Conti Forum. Our students are showing up. Some of our diehard fans are showing up. And they just keep coming back. But I think it's our players, the effort and the energy that they're playing with is something that people can appreciate.
I'm curious. It's funny because the last time we talked to you on this show, you actually had stockings hanging behind you on that brick fireplace because it was Christmas time. You guys had just knocked off Virginia Tech. So we're here again because you knock off your second-ranked opponent, which is so incredible that you guys have been able to, what you've pulled off this season. But after a win like you had last night, I'm curious how you decompress. What do you do when you get home after the players leave and go home? How does the rest of your night look?
You talking about after a game?
Yes, after the game like last night. How do you decompress?
A lot of times I come home and I may have like a little piece of fish that I've been marinating or a little piece of meat that I've been marinating and I come in and, put it in the oven, cook it, watch a little film, spend some time with the family, listen to my wife critique what she saw. And I got 3 sons, so, they always got questions. I got a lot of coaches in my house. So spend time with them before they go to bed, have a late night meal, watch some film. And that's about it, and then sometimes I wait. I won't watch the film until the next day. I might just sit there and watch HGTV or, Bravo TV with my wife and just kind of hang out and watch film the next morning.
Okay, now I need to know, what's the show on Bravo? I need to know.
I like Below Deck. I like Below Deck, and every now and again, I go to the side of the drama with some of that little Real Housewives in Salt Lake City or something like that. But I really like Below Deck. I've been watching Below Deck for a while, and I think it's because I like to cook. They always cooking. They got shit. I like to be on the water. I like cruise ships. And they have a good time on there.
Coach, I knew I liked you. I'm a Bravo girl, too. So I knew I liked you. We can relate on that level.
Now, Coach, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Coach, she talking about the show. I want to know what you cooked last night. You say you like to cook and you cook fish. You cook a meat every now and then. What was last night on the
Right.
menu?
So last night, what did I have in there? So last night was Tuesday night. I actually did salmon. I did salmon.
Okay.
I did salmon with a like a salad, a better salad with carrots and spinach, cabbage, spinach. A little bit of carrots and a little bit of cranberry. I had some ranch, and then I did the salmon on the side. So it was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm
that
hungry,
sounds like
Coach. You're not,
something.
you're not helping me right now. I need to eat right now. Was it 5:30? I'm a little shaky. Need some food. Not to go too much to hoops, but you mentioned your wife you get some critique. You got 3 sons. What was their critique of last night's game? What was your wife's thought on last night's game as you come home?
My wife said, "Way to hoop, babe. Way to hoop."
That's the
all
best
they say.
advice, the best advice she could possibly give right there.
Yeah. And my sons just said, "Damn, man, y'all play hard. It's nice to see that." And they older, they all play basketball, so see, you guys played hard. They executed. Looked like they were really sharing the ball. So it was a beautiful game. We really played the right way.
In a world full of instant results right now, Coach, how do you stay the course and stay so patient? Because we know good things take time, and you're obviously building something there. But how do you practice patience so well?
Well, I think past experiences. I was at Wichita State day one with Greg Marshall. I was at Clemson day one with Brad. I took over College of Charleston in September. After renting for 4 years in Clemson and finally buying in year 4. And then I get the job like in August, late September, early September. So, and I say that because I've been year 1, 2, and 3 at all those places, Wichita, Clemson, and College of Charleston. It's a process. Year 1 is a year of, building your foundation. Year 2, you want to see some growth and progress. And then you're looking for a breakthrough in year 3 and year 4. So, we're in the phase of progress and growth. And, we got 8 games left, and hopefully we'll continue to see some progress and growth as we get into March.
Now, Coach, something I know you pride your team on is the defensive side of the ball. Yesterday, forcing 17 turnovers, 11 steals. I mean, how proud are you about this team when, hey, things might be a roller coaster and go up and down every now and then, but on defense, your guys play hard regardless?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's all about behavior. So I don't get caught up in results. I sleep well after a game or a practice based on the behavior that I saw. And if I see a guy that's working hard and a group that's really spirited and having fun, showing some joy in the work, rolling their sleeves up, sweating, getting after it, then I can sleep good at night. So for me, it's all about the behavior and the attitude. I know what winning looks like. And so when I see it, winning ain't in the result, it's in the behavior. So when I see the behavior that I like, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And that's what I compliment our players for because, they winners. They working hard, they winners, they show up every day. And so, getting to a game like yesterday, it wasn't an accident. It's just you are what you repeatedly do. And so if you work hard every day, at some point, you would think you're going to reap a harvest eventually.
Now, Coach, where do you get that from? Because as a player, a lot of times you look at your coach and all they want is the results, the results, the results. But you're telling me, man, you like to look at the guys' body language, just how they're acting, their functions, and how well are they truly trying? Where did you get that from? Because you don't see that too often in coaches.
Yeah, I mean, just again, past experiences, being at Wichita State and winning 9 games or 10 games the first year. And then, winning 17 the second year, but starting the year out 6-12, 0-7. Just being a part of that. Being at Clemson, and having to climb a hill. Our first year we were really good. We inherited a program from Oliver Purnell. We went to the tournament. The next year we won like 16, then we won 13. So, having to fight every day to get back on track. Experiencing that College of Charleston, we went 9 wins, 17, 25. So it's like climbing a mountain. And, and if you slip down a little bit, and stub your toe or cut your hand, you just got to grab back on and keep pulling up and fighting. So I think, just being a part of those experiences at different programs just gives me great peace and comfort, and knowing that we're doing the right thing and we're showing up every day, working hard, and that's the things that we can control.
Coach, recruiting, we've talked about it throughout the course of the show as it's National Signing Day for football. But with basketball, you're in an area where it doesn't produce a ton of high school players that are high-level players, but you're also in the prep league there, and everybody comes and takes players from all that area that are going to prep school there. What is recruiting like for you at BC? What are the challenges of recruiting for you right now?
Man, it's a great. We've had a great success. Really excited about the freshmen. I started 2 freshmen last night. Really excited about those guys. I played 3 freshmen, started 2, and then my big fella, Amani Mighty, didn't get a chance to play just because of our other bigs, but he's 6'11". So really excited about that freshman group. And then we signed 2 other players, one from Houston, one from Florida, IMG Academy, 6'11". Jaden Hastings, Fred Payne from Houston, Texas. A high prolific scoring guard. So it's been good. We've just been everywhere. Our recruiting base typically in the past, and for me, it's been like the Southeast. But what I've discovered here, because Boston College is a national brand, we've had success in California, Minnesota, Texas, and even in the Northeast. So we cast a wide net. And we just go out and find guys we like and try to recruit them. And what you find is there's somebody in their area, like Prince Alibe, for example. He's from Minnesota. Well, Troy Bell is in that area, And so the kid we got from Houston, Texas, Fred Payne, who's going to be a freshman next year. Well, Tyrese Rice lived 10 minutes away from where his school is. So, so you have people. P.J. Kuznar, who played for me at Wichita, he's in Houston, Texas. So Ray Murray's in Houston, who played for me at Wichita. So I think some of it is you use your recruiting, your relationship currency, but then it's a national brand. And then up in the Northeast, there is some players. It's a myth now that it ain't any players. There's a lot of players here. A lot of them have left and went to other places, but we're going to catch up to that recruiting cycle, hopefully in 24 and 25 classes, and we can get some of these guys to stay home.
Before we let you go, Coach, I know you see at the bottom of your screen Syracuse coming to town this weekend, so another chance to do something big on your home court. Your early scouting report and what you'll be working on this week before the Orange and Jim Boeheim come into town.
Yeah, great program, great coach, a lot of history. Obviously, they play the 2-3 zone, and they got some talented scorers, in Gerard and the big fella in the middle. But they also got a supporting cast, so our hands will be filled. But, we got 2 days to get ready, so we'll try to come up with the best plan that we can come up with. And just excited that we get to play that game on Saturday in front of our students and our fans.
Yeah, take 2 against Syracuse this year on your home court this weekend. Coach, enjoy last night's win a little bit longer. Maybe watch some Bravo TV, eat some fish, and put your feet up. I know you really don't get much rest, but I hope you do get to enjoy last night's win. We appreciate having you on.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all.